Oh, okay. All right. I saw this video, came across my recommendation, like some of the other ones that I've seen before. And it's interesting because to me, I think having really massive crash outs from gotcha games, I'll be honest with you. I think one of the few gotcha games that I went out of my way to play, which was Zenless Zero. And after a while from playing that game, I thought, why am I playing this game? Why am I playing this game when I got a game like what was it? When I got a game like Warframe to play and such. You know, that doesn't practically beg you to open your wallet. But man, Genshin is the craziest one for it. Genshin, Nike, was it Nike or Nike, or I think it's no, I think it's called Nikkei. I think that's what it's called, and some of these other ones. But anyway, let's check out this video, the biggest crash shouts and gotcha. And I think it's by Blazin.
When someone snaps and becomes
I think it's supposed to be Blaze Cinema, but they went Blazin. Not sure why though. But anyway.
uncontrollable through what's called a crash out. When acting on that lack of control, it's in turn called crashing out. The gacha
Yeah.
gaming scene has seen plenty of the lot in its time, so let's look at a few
I've seen
of
that
Gacha's
plenty in
biggest
Overwatch.
crash outs. And everybody that does commentary type videos like this speaks with this sort of accent, so I think it's only fitting that I do as well. Enviosity, known for being free to play in Genshin Impact,
Why?
caught fire for a failed boycott after Genshin Impact didn't sufficiently reward their player base for years of loyalty. Enviosity, a player adamant about not having spent money on the game, reached his breaking point after running out of mint to pick and choosing to pick a fight instead. In an out of character explosion of ego.
Why does he have to speak like that, man? Why? Is this guy supposed to be like I mean, he's supposed to be mimicking whoever that channel that popped up chill, but dude, it kind of looks like you're trying to mimic either what is it, the what was it, like the oh god, what the fuck is his name, the top 10 guy, or or no, is it Leafy? No, not Leafy. What was the other one that was Leafy? Uh I keep no. Anyway, whatever that guy's name is, I can't think of it. I'm pretty sure I get reminded later in the day, and I'll just jump up, jump up from my work and be like, "It's this guy," and then probably people are gonna be looking at me. They're gonna be like, "What the hell?" And but yeah, man, that's just crazy, man.
Enviosity snapped and dropped the most goated line of 2024.
I should be the only motherfucker getting praise in the Genshin community because I don't spend money on Genshin Impact. Money talks, alright? Money talks. Be like me and stop spending money.
Slime.
Jeez.
Certified crash out. Now,
Yeah,
overinflated
it really
ego
is.
isn't a prerequisite to crashing out, as even the humble and calmest of the bunch, such as Sweetly, aren't exempt from breaking character. Sweetly is a VTuber known to live up to the name of Sweet, with her smooth voice and wholesome community. However, even the pure-hearted can be pushed too far,
even the most chillest
in the
can
case
break.
of Sweetly. After doing Honkai Star Rail viewer polls for
Okay, I think if you're doing Wukong, it's understand. If she had a crash, no, like a, but not a crash out, but I would say tilted. If in a game like Wukong, or like what's the other game, or like some of the Dark Souls one, or like Elden Ring, understandable. But this, yeah, this is something else, man. I mean, this is your money essentially going into the trash. So let's be honest. My God, Genshin is the worst of any sort of monetization.
her subscribers and losing 10 50-50s in a row, 8 of which being to Japard. Sweetly cracked and crashed out
Oh,
hard.
dude, I'd be so
she
fucking
grabbed
pissed.
a sniper rifle and started taking out all the opposition that stood before her. And to add to the psychotic implications behind this disproportionate reaction of hers, she did it all with a smile on her face. But even after eliminating her enemies with a grin, Sweetly's crashing.
Bro, let's be honest. It's actually pretty psychotic of someone to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take my frustration out on you," and she's just popping heads with the with the sniper. Like, let's be honest, and doing that with a smile. That's the last person who you want to mess with.
Out was far from
Oh,
over,
shit.
as she even went on to try and take out her own teammates.
Oh. You must have killed the person I was shooting.
I guess it's fair to say that even the sweetest among us aren't entirely tame. Sweetly. Crash out. And I'm about to crash out if I have to keep up that accent for any longer. If someone were to disrespect my favorite Genshin Impact characters such as Hu Tao, Nilu, others, I'd likely be filled with rage. However, some people take it a bit too far, such as in the case of
Your
Zajef.
brain becomes
Zajef,
huge.
known for his knowledge on the game and ability to theorycraft, isn't one to be trifled with when it comes to meta. So after hearing a Genshin Impact character named
for someone who understands the game that much, oh yeah, I could see why that they have what is it? That they'll have reputation for the game and such. I've followed a few people who give like a lot of statistical like analysis and stuff. Like, well, what is it? What to use? You know, the metas and all that stuff, or even figure out percentages of like what is it? Some that are min maxing or diminished returns and all that stuff. I actually watch a lot of those guys back. Well, technically, I still do it today. Or play it today, which is Fortnite Save the World. Back then, you know, those guys were around. I don't. They're not around anymore because there's kind of reason no need to be because rarely anything gets added into it. But those guys usually figure out so much shit about us about what's a meta and what isn't. Those guys were great.
Ganyu was being called a support, Zajef became Crash Chef because
Tilted.
he took that personally and went ballistic.
Like, why is it so fucking hard to just admit admit you were wrong, dude? Like, fuck, man. But he just refuses to admit it. Like, fuck off, man.
Not only that, but he then went on to power scale and backseat another man's marriage and personal life outside of the game, creating an endless cycle of hate and rage with no defendants. Zajef, certified crash out. If I wasn't already
certified
an example
crash
of
out.
black people playing gacha games, we have Calvin Cortazar Broadus Jr., also known as Snoop D-O-double-G. I'm gonna be blunt. Snoop probably thought the game was lit, but when he decided to summon, he certainly met his match. The poor summon rates ignited. His rage solidified by him losing his 50-50 to Chi-Chi.
This shit. Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. This shit, man.
You probably don't want any smoke with him after losing a 50-50 because lungs and current.
Bro, let's be honest. Realistically, what really happened was that the man, what is it? The man lost, and what is it in the NFL? What is it in one of there was one of the Madden games. I don't know if he was doing Ultimate Team. He probably was, but imagine how funny it would have been if he actually saw Snoop Dogg rage quit because he didn't get the role that he wanted for what is it for a gacha game. It could be any of them. Dude, that'd be so amazing. That'd be so great.
Won't be the only thing getting burned through. Snoop Dogg, more like Snoop Crash out. Mr. Pokey is somebody I thought I could along with because we're both Asian, but clearly that holds no weight in here because Mr. Pokey's committed 7 deadly offenses.
What the fuck?
Oh, what? He thinks he's a bigger sweep.
What the fuck? Wait, what was that? What was that in the background? I'm not gonna go back to it. What was that? What was that, dude? Holy shit. Dude, what game is that? They're playing Twister? What the Okay.
Second, he thinks he's a bigger Ruby simp than me. Third, he thinks he's a bigger VTuber simp than me. Fourth, he thinks he looks better than me in a maid outfit. And insert 3 more random offenses just because I'm mad and petty. So yeah, you can say I was childish, but in response, I said Mr. Pokey has weak legs. And that was the final straw that caused him to crash out. He took one good look at my skin color and said this. I forgive him though, but the world does not. Mr. Pokey.
Man was reciting lyrics in a Korean song. And if you guys know, you know. If you don't know, now you know, and then if you know the song, get out. They said nigga a lot in their language, but anyway,
Crash Out. Tectone and Gacha Smack need no introductions. The instigator of instigation versus the archon of action. Harbingers of hate, captains of crash outs. Who is more fitting for the title of Crash Dummy than the man named after the entire Gacha space in Smack
Gacha Smack.
or a white guy? Gacha Smack and Tectone
Or a
both are
white
repeat
guy.
offenders of Crash Out syndrome. But what happens when two negatives meet? They somehow create a positive. So it seems to counter COS you need another certified Crash Out. That said, Tectone isn't only a Gacha rager but also crashed out so hard that he forfeited his entire sponsorship.
Really?
Brother, just let me do anything, you stupid piece of shit! Hey, good game, Liza P. Thanks for sponsoring today's stream. Really good. Can't wait to play your game when it comes out. That was epic. Very epic, very good, very awesome. Thank you very much for sponsoring. That was epic.
Tectone.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how early that was. I mean, he did say, I mean, in terms of early in the gameplay, but dude, I'll be honest with you. I would absolutely, honestly, I think I would use his rage quit in the advertisement for sure. Because I'll be like, this game isn't easy. Honestly, I've heard some fairly good things about Lies of P, but I don't really know particularly myself if it's a good game. I just heard that it's all, honestly, to me, it's like it's another Souls game. That's it, And I'll be honest with you. There's so many of those coming out now. It's so crazy, dude. I feel like the Dark Souls genre is so heavily oversaturated. Really, there's so many games that are like it's Souls like. And I'm just like, dude, I can care less. Just give me a good game.
And Gacha Smack, the two unfiltered and uncrowned crash dummies. Also, 90% of this video was complete and utter spreading of misinformation. There are other Gacha crash outs, and these are only a few. Who are some of the biggest crash dummies in gaming history?
Dude, that guy looks so tilted.
In the next one, alright? We out this piece.
I won't lie, man. After seeing some of them, yeah, I can understand why it's why some would get like really agitated and things. But dude, I myself don't understand the whole ideal of like the whole thing about, of gacha games, because to me I just think it's just glorified loot box if you really think about it. But that's kind of the reason why I don't like when I played ZZZ for a while. I thought, okay, it's fun, it's cool, it's all right. But then when I realized that a lot of these characters that I'm playing, I'm not really gonna be able to try them out because there's no really a way to earn them, really. Like there's really no way to really earn them where you could keep them kind of whenever. You could use them whenever. So after a while, I'm just like, you know what? I'm done with the game. I can't play this one. In terms of like monetized reasons, I can't do it. That's kind of the reason why I haven't played Genshin, because I know that game is, it goes pretty hard on the monetization. Is kind of the reason why I don't play some of the, all the other ones that have come out. And so, yeah, man, I won't lie, dude. If there's a game out there that does everything right, like Warframe, I'm 100% for it, man. I've mentioned Warframe in terms of like what they've done, in terms of monetization, all that stuff. I've reacted to some of the things that they've done in terms of like the documentary and such, and they're no perfect company by any means. They're not at all. But in terms of the way how they've become a what is it, a dev team that people look up a lot to, and pretty much set the standard of what to do and also what not to do, is crazy to me. But for some of these, they just don't really, for a lot of these, Eastern games, you know, money talks, and people buy these things like crazy, and here in the West, it got pretty crazy of some of the monetizations, like the loot boxes and all that stuff. It got really, it got really, really absurd. But now it's just buy these skins and all that stuff. Skins is the one part, or it's the one thing, right? Sure, sure, buying like some of these overpriced skins. I'll be like, okay, sure. But dude, imagine having to fucking roll your dice on what is it, getting the next new character and all that stuff. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I think that's just too much. Especially when some of the games that I've played before where they do that, and some of the newer characters that they bring are extremely broken. Nah, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. But anyway, well, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Wayne Chung, and you can find me at twitch.tv WayneChung928. Leave a like. Was it subscribe right here? Well, this is part of the other guy's video. And you know what? Was it check out Blaze Cinema or Blaze Sin Blazin? Check them out. It looks this is a pretty good video. I won't lie to you, pretty good. And yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys hopefully later today, maybe when I'm live at 7:30. What is it on 7:30 GMT or MST? I go MST. I've seen MST all the time from where I'm from, but I don't know. Anyway, have a good one.